Hi Tauruses, welcome to your April 2018 readings. I was going to say 2019. I don't know what was up with that. Apologize for getting yours out late. I actually thought I did yours for some reason. I'm not sure why. Generally speaking, I usually get yours done in the beginning. But I was trying to save the ones that I didn't do in March. I was trying to do them first, and the ones that I did do in March, I was trying to do them last, just to be fair. I've had a lot going on. This is a hobby of mine. I've been doing it for 3 years. I don't do readings to the public. Because it's a hobby and my channel's so small, right? And I got work and school and I'm trying to move, so I'm researching places. But I've also just had the flu. I got over that. Right when I got over the flu, I ended up injuring myself. Twice. I smashed my finger, and then I was running for the bus, and I tripped and I fell, and I landed on my shoulder, where I did some damage to the shoulder, where I had to go to the hospital and stuff like that. I'm good. Just life trying to slow me down. I've been working mad hours too, people, finding time to do this. I do this in my spare time after I've gotten my main priorities done. Then I come to this and I'm trying to shuffle things around and get things organized. It's just a process where everything's being activated in my chart too. So when things get activated in those specific houses, you got to restructure and reorganize those as well, where when they get activated and deal with those things. So it's a work in progress, So let's see what you guys got, my lovely Tauruses. This is going to be what you need to know, show and grow. I'm going to do them the same way I did for you guys last month, just because I didn't do them for the other signs, and I'm going to do everybody the same. I might go back to the other way I'm doing it, the old way of doing it, where it's just I'm guided to do it this way, so I chose it. We got 4 different decks here, so let's get into it. Wait, the first card you got is I Am Abundant. The second card you got is I Am Thankful. The next card you got is I Am Fun. Tauruses are fun. You have Using Skills, Creative Power, and Personal Efforts. This deck that I'm showing you now, they only have 20 cards in it. The guy was from Texas, actually, where I quite like his deck. It's the major arcana cards, I'm pretty sure, and I haven't figured them all out yet. There's no book with it to tell you what card is what, you got Judgment, Karma, and Clarity, Decisions. This is the yin-yang energy. Masculine and feminine energies. Apparently I can't speak. Oh my goodness. Masculine and feminine energies coming in alignment. It's also positive and negative. It's your shadow side as well as your pleasure side coming into alignment. With the rest of your cards, you really need, it's the universe really wants you to focus on that. You got Move Forward, Progress, Success, and Determination. I like this card. This is changes, abrupt changes. Out of the blue things coming into your life. So just be aware of that. It might pop up in April. Could be at play. Could have happened in March. But energies are fluid, so it could go a few months forward as well. Just be aware of that. You got the 9 of Cups, the Queen of Cups, and you have the Devil card here. Dun dun dun! And the plot thickens. I'll pull out some extra cards, kind of see what that's about. I read energies, so it's what I feel comes through is what I'm gonna pick up on. So I don't necessarily always get the traditional card meanings. You may be dealing with a Leo because Leo had 2 of these cards in the exact same placements as well, or you could have a Leo friend that can relate to you. So what you need to know is you are abundant, okay? You have the 9 of Cups here. It says using skills, creative power, and personal efforts, okay? And you have a snowflake here. And I've said this before with Tauruses, they're like, everybody sees Tauruses as like the dull, boring sign. They're not. They're actually the complete opposite of that, and it's quite ironic. And usually life is full of irony. So you guys have like, and with this snowflake image here, okay, well, no two snowflakes are the same. They're all unique. Okay, so like if you're dealing with a partner, you need to understand that their perception and their perspective of life and the way they handle things and the way they think and deal with things are different than yours. Okay, for some of you, you could be dealing with a water sign or somebody with strong water in their chart here, or you may have strong water in your chart. It's also, you're going to be highly sensitive this month, intuitive. Okay, there's a seeing energy here, and the seer can see, like, they see directly through you and into your soul. So like with the seeing energy, it is like the intentions of a person. Like, it's not even that they may not even be aware of their personal intentions. You know what I mean? Like, or aware of the direction they're going or the consequences that they're going to have. Like, you're going to see like through everything, the soul. So you're going to know the intentions of people and of situations around you. Like, you're going to see right through things. You're going to see like focused view here. I see happening where it's weird, but it's what I'm getting. With the Nine of Cups here, it's like wishes coming true too. Like, the universe is going to give you opportunities. It's whether or not you take it. Okay, that's personal intent here is coming through strongly, and it's the way you view things, the way you're seeing things. You don't want to miss opportunities because you're seeing things in the wrong manner. So you want to ensure that you're seeing things from multiple perspectives, it's saying here. Okay. Some sort of wish is going to come true with your creativity and stuff like that. As long as you keep putting the effort in, it is going to manifest. It's going to come through. Okay. Something new is coming too. It could be a child. You have the Queen of Cups here. It's a mother energy. You could be focused on your children. Okay, but there's a codependent energy coming through here. And codependency comes in many forms. Okay? But what you need to know with the Nine of Cups here, it's okay, yes, it is a wish coming true, and it is usually a yes answer with that card. So if you're like, am I going to be abundant in the future? Yes, but that all depends on your personal effort and you creatively applying yourself. And it's not giving up when times get hard, okay? You got to keep going, all right? Just because the door shuts on you doesn't mean that, it's the only door you can go through. Okay? You got to knock on multiple doors, okay? And if you tried thing one way, then you want to try it a different way. Doesn't mean you give up. You just take the knowledge of it didn't go right that time, so I'm going to try again in a different manner. What you want to be aware of, though, is that you're not overindulging, okay? So if you get a good paycheck, that you're not going out there and spending it on things that aren't going to serve you, okay? You want to apply yourself correctly here. You want to ensure that you're not emotionally spending as well. Drinking and partying is coming through here a lot, okay? You don't want to overindulge in that, okay? There's gluttony, all right? Gluttony is coming through. It could be you or another person. Somebody could be emotionally off balance as well, all right? You're going to have to be patient with them. You're going to have to nurture them. You're going to have to understand that, like, they're emotionally off balance, and that's why they're emotionally acting out. They're overindulging. You do want to ensure that you're watching what you eat, as well as you don't want to do anything excessively, right? Like, so it's like you don't want to get obsessed with your finances. You don't want to get obsessed with finding a partner. You don't want to get obsessed with going out and having a good time, okay? Because those things are going to overtake other areas of your life, and they're going to affect the other areas of your life, okay? Cards are kind of saying you want to become in balance here. What you need to show is I am thankful. You got judgment, karma, clarity, decisions, and the Queen of Cups. Okay? You want to align those dark sides of your emotions. You do want to bring that up to the surface. Okay, there's karma. With karma here, you got a Queen of Cups character. She could be the one that's emotionally off balance, and I'm not gonna lie, okay, you guys, like, this is like, if you're dealing with somebody, this means like you just met them. There's this Capricorn energy here, very self-absorbed and focused on finances. Okay, seductive energy coming through here. They could be good talkers. All right, they can emotionally, they can get to your emotions, but you want to ensure that their intent is correct. If you're dealing with a partner, this means you are in a relationship. There's something here about their emotions being off balance, and I'm not sure what's coming through here, but it's an overindulgence energy. Okay, so it could be that they need to align themselves, and you're gonna have to be patient with them because they're in the process of doing that. It doesn't seem like you guys, okay, this water sign has to go through an ego death. Okay, a death of the ego. All right, and they're fighting it. They're fighting it. Where I don't feel like this is you, but it's somebody that has strong water in their chart. They are fighting this like tooth and nail. And they may have to learn their lessons the hard way. So don't get involved in that. Have sympathy for that, uh, and compassion. Okay, because it seems like you are very much in line here. Okay, but what you need to show is that alignment. Okay, so you need to show not only yourself but the universe that you've learned these lessons, and that if you overindulged in the past, you're not going to do that now. You learned your lesson through something karmically happening. Okay, like you might have gotten a little ahead of yourself in some area, and the universe came in and they balanced that situation out. Now you take that lesson and you more carefully approach it. All right. Okay. With the I am thankful, you need to be, the universe is asking you to show that you're grateful for even the smallest minute things that you have in your life. Like if you have your mother, father, grandfather, grandmother around, then you should be thankful for that. You got a roof over your head, you should be thankful for that. It's asking you to be, understand that you have more. You might have less than, what you want, but you have more than majority. And it's asking you to be thankful for that and come into alignment with, like, maybe realizing, yeah, I am, showing gratitude. Yeah, I do. I might not get along with my family the best or my partner the best, but you know what? I love them and I'm grateful that I have them in my life. You know what I mean? Or I might not have the best place, or uh, but I'm grateful that I have a roof over my head and for the family members that I do have, and it's like the universe is going to reward you. It's asking you to show your emotional support towards others, to be emotionally understanding. Um, you have an energy of mother here, strong importance of your mother. You may miss your mother. You got to call her, like maybe you have to do weekly phone calls with her. Um, you could be missing them. There may be an argument or some sort of, um, there's something that you foresee coming. You have the Three of Wands. I just want to pull some cards on top of the Devil. The Queen of Cups is not, she's not emotionally aligned. Like, I feel like she's emotionally, okay, this Queen of Cups, she's going to come through in a few different characters for you. Okay, one of the characters, for a certain somebody out there, okay, you're gonna know who this Queen of Cups is that's not aligned, because she's emotionally cold. Like she's very cold in her speech. Okay, And that's because she's fighting the ego death, okay? And she's receiving lessons from the universe, and she's refusing to accept these lessons, okay? But this woman as well has another person, or is like in two minds about two people, okay? But the one that's cold, you want to ensure that she's not after you for, and this is for the males here, that she's not after you for finances or because of materialistic things, okay? Because she's not emotionally aligned. She's shut off emotionally. She's going after her. She's driven through her passion and desires, and they're getting out of hand. And she may, okay, it could be a friend of yours or somebody you're close to. She may be, and it's not going to happen now. What I'm seeing, and I'm seeing in the future, this is going to happen, and it could be possibly next Capricorn season. It is because Saturn is in Capricorn, and Saturn being in Capricorn is like, the best way I can describe it, it's like the, okay, everybody's affected by it. Saturn's home. He's like, oh, he's getting comfortable. He's been gone so long that the Saturn just going into Capricorn is like he's just gone home, or she's just gone home. She hasn't been home, like she's been off at war, or he's been off at war for like, 30 years, 20 years. Coming back home, the house looks different. They're observing, they're looking around, they're like, this is different, that's different. They're kind of more, it's more like Saturn going into its sign is more like the home inspector. So it's like they're now in the home inspecting every little detail, saying, no, this wasn't done right, this wasn't built right, this part's not right, and there's no shortcuts. Like a house isn't going to be complete until these things are dealt with, because Saturn builds the firm foundation. Okay? This Queen of Cups person that you know is refusing to accept these lessons, and in the future, and I'm predicting it's coming through as Capricorn season, Sagittarius season, they're going to have some difficulties because they're refusing to learn their lessons. And their emotional lessons that they have to learn. Okay? Because they're not looking inwardly, they're looking outwardly. So they're refusing to align themselves. But if they don't learn this lesson, it's going to affect them in Sagittarius, and Capricorn season is when it kind of seems like Saturn's going to come down on them. And they're going to learn it the hard way. It seems for you guys, though, you might have to be emotionally supportive towards this person. You foresee it happening already, though. It's like you already know this. So, for some of you with your mother, you need to be thankful about that. With your mother, like visit her a little more. There's healing coming through. With the Star card, that's ascension as well, right? Aquarius is ascension. It's a higher knowing. Okay, it's not knowledge, it's knowing. Right? And Aquarius understand human emotions on a profound level. And a lot of people have a misconception about that sign. They're not detached because they're emotionless. They're detached because they understand emotion, and it's called compassion. They give compassion towards others. Okay? Yeah, see, the Queen of Cups is refusing to learn her lessons. But, I mean, she may not be showing it, though, but you'll know. And for another set of you, this Queen of Cups is actually a positive person, okay? She's coming to alignment with herself. Somebody's becoming a mother here as well. So congratulations to all of you gentlemen and ladies out there with the new baby coming into the world. You're spiritually protected. Some of you can be destined to meet a specific person as well. Okay. Others of you that are reflecting back on the past with somebody that you were with in the past, you're attached to this person, but you're not. So like you've separated and you're in harmony now. Okay, so you're balanced out. You're okay with not being with this person anymore. And the thing is, you're somehow attached to them and you don't want to be. But if that is occurring, it would be due to a child, most likely. It's the cards are saying don't reflect on the problem of being connected with that person. Just focus on a solution to the child. All right. So coming into harmony, biting your tongue, making the sacrifices that need be for the child's sake, not for the spouse's sake. You want to ensure though that with this person that you like that they're not taking advantage of you or making your life miserable because you left them. All right, or you're separated. Okay, because this person could be making your life hell is what I'm getting. And I'm actually like getting like this person is like this person's a little evil. This person is like consciously they're aware of what they're doing and they're actually like planning things in the future to do to if you're with somebody now to prevent you from being with somebody. Okay, like it's premeditated, it's thought out. Okay, so just don't even, when they're trying to stir the pot up, don't even acknowledge that person. Okay, trust your intuition. You guys are coming in alignment here. You're going to foresee things. Okay, what you need to show though is that you are thankful and that you are in alignment. Okay, so it's like the universe is going to test you. They're going to put obstacles in front of you. Don't see them as obstacles, see them as tests. Okay, so this could be like you have early work the next day, or you have something important you have to do. You have a bunch of friends who are going to be like, oh, come out and party, and you're going to have to say no. If you're cutting back on your drinking, okay, well then the universe is going to put you in position of, can you just have one drink, or are you going to overindulge? Okay, are you going to go out with them and drink a bunch and then be hungover the next day? Here that the universe is going to put in front of you to see if you're aligned. Okay, you're going to foresee it though. You're going to have foresight. You're going to know about it. Okay. What you need to grow is I am fun. All right, you need to show that you are fun. Go out and have a little fun. For some of you, this is the opposite. It would be the very opposite. Like you're having too much fun. You're going out too much. You're not focused on the practical things. So it's like you're going out and living the good life a little too much, and there's going to be consequences for that. Like you may start to feel the repercussions of that. It's asking you to make decisions and take direction, okay, and understand that it's going to come from you. Change only happens from you. Okay, some of you, there's a move here. A wish is going to come true with a move. You're not stuck. If you're seeing you're stuck to a situation, you're not stuck. You're not. It's in the mind. The devil traps you in the mind. Okay? And you want to ensure, this is very important, that you're aligning what you see and you hear. They could be two separate things. If somebody's talking a good game, okay, well, you're going to see different. Okay? Align the two for protection. You do have hope and renewal and healing here. Things are going to take time. Be careful you're not focused on the past. Go forward. Okay, have fun with it. It's a journey. Your life is a journey. Have fun with it. Make things fun. Okay. What you need to grow is self-discipline though. Okay, it's saying no. It's cutting back where you need to come back on self-indulgence. Could be like your emotional shopper. You need to cut back on that. You need to realize that. It could be like smoking. It could be like partying. It could be there's stress on finances here, but it could be like the woe's me energy. Like nothing's going right. Okay, what are you going to do about it? Because nobody's going to do anything about it for you. You got to do it. Like, I mean, that sounds harsh and I'm sorry, but like with the Aquarius energy here is like elevation, and there's a way out of it. If there's a will, there's a way. And you have the Three of Wands here, okay? You're not going to like it. You may not have liked me saying that. I mean, everybody has to face that at some point. I've done that. Like point the finger outwards, and then you have to realize the only change that's going to happen comes from you, okay? So it's movement here. It is moving. If you feel stuck in a house, you're not stuck. You can move. You know what I mean? Like for me, like I do this as a hobby. I work long hours. I study. Like I mean, sometimes I don't even know how I get things done. I'm not gonna lie. Okay? It's very much Sag-like for Sagittarians to take on way more than they can handle. And somehow they do get it done. It's not a pretty process though. It really isn't, you guys. Okay? Uh, like for me, like don't give up. It's saying here, don't give up. Okay? Like, and for me, like with March, it's just, like it's absurd the things that kept coming at me and in my way and obstacles, and you just got to get around them. All right, like you got to keep going. Like my shoulder's killing me. I'm on medication for it. Like I've had some hiccups, but you just got to keep going. I'm getting these out later, but I am getting them out. So like I don't feel that bad. Like because I'm loyal and I have people out here that have been loyal to me, and I appreciate that, and I'm always going to do my best to get what I have to do done to tend to you guys, like, but I have to prioritize. But for this like being stuck situation, I feel like for somebody it is at your home, there's ways to get around it. You don't have the finances to move out on your own, well then okay, you got to suck it up and you got to move in with roommates. That is a solution. Maybe not the solution you want, but it is a solution. And then in the time frame of Aquarius and Sag, you can have the money for your own place. There's healing and renewal here, and it's in the self. Okay, somebody might have 3 kids here, and you're stressed with these 3 kids or a child. They're protected though. Everything's playing out the way that it's supposed to in order for the people to realize the things that they have to, is what I'm getting. If you emotionally get off balance or overindulge, I mean, the Ten of Swords is here. It's going to cost you. So watch that, okay, you guys? Just be careful. You are protected. You're going to see synchronicities as well. Somebody else had this in their reading. You guys are definitely going to see synchronicities and get, like, you're spiritually protected here. With the 3 of Wands, I see these 2 characters as spirit, your ancestors, somebody from the universe, energetically protecting you, and this is you facing them. They're going to give you the details and information needed. Okay, and then with the Star card, what I get with that is I'm getting ascension. I'm getting, like, definitely for you guys, like when you start to trail off your path, or when there's something that's going to come into your way that may cause you problems, you're going to see it. Like ascension wise, they're going to bring this down to you, earthly. Okay, you may not like some of it. It's for protection though. With the Ten of Swords, there's a heavy burden here. You may have to get your children into community classes. Okay, there's lots of free programs for children if you don't have the finances, because somebody's worried about finances here, to give yourself some free time. There's also, I got this before for you Tauruses with children. You want to have a schedule up and get your children to do chores, not all the time. Okay, we're not a drill sergeant here. It's not like the Capricorn Mars energy, not drilling certain things into them. It's just getting them a little structured, and then because you do need that fluid time, so that's time to themselves where they can do whatever they want. It's their time, their choice. All right, there is times where you're going to have to give them structure, okay, because mommy or daddy needs help in the house, is what I'm getting. All right, and in order for them to be mature adults and learn how to take care of themselves, well, you're like, okay, you imprint that on them. You're going to imprint that on them. So by whatever, okay, if you have sons and they see you taking care of everything all the time and they're not doing it, they're going to go out there and find a woman who does all of that work. Okay, like if you have a child and the husband's always out making money and never home, well, they're going to end up finding a spouse that's very similar to that. Okay, because that's what it's imprinted onto them, and they're going to unconsciously do that. Maybe perhaps you did that in the past. Okay. But you want to give them the best of both worlds, okay? Because when they're older, they're going to pick up and take care of their things because that's what you taught them and what they had to do as a child. You're implementing a pattern of behavior in them. There is a pattern of behavior here that's negative that has to stop. And it could be your mindset, the way you emotionally feel about yourself. You want to ensure that you center yourself. Somebody's mask is slipping though, you guys. Like, this Queen of Cups. The one that's refusing the ego death. That's so odd. I mean, obviously it's important to somebody out there, okay? I am fun, you need to have more fun. Okay, so this is like with friends and family, going out, adventuring, trying new things because you don't know what like you like until you try it. Okay, you guys. Um, there's trip planning here happening as well. Ensure that you're not using all your finances. Okay, so that means if you want to go on a trip, like you're really excited about a trip and you're planning it for a specific time, but you know that it's going to cost you a lot of finances and you're like, oh, well, I'll make the money when I come back. The universe is asking you to have the flip side of that view and just push your vacation or that trip maybe 2 to 3 months down the road so you have the finances when you come back. Don't overspend here, okay? There is a warning of when you emotionally get off is when like this reoccurring issue comes up. With Mercury retrograde, like issues that are underlining that haven't been dealt with come to light so they can be dealt with so you can move forward in your journey. So when that issue comes up, it's asking you not to avoid it, to actually go towards it. Okay, and it may not go the way that you want, but that's okay. Okay, that's meant to happen. I mean, if it's foreign, it's new to you, that means that it's like a child learning to walk. You're going to fall. Okay, but as the child continuously gets back up and tries to learn to walk again, they actually start walking and there's less falling happening. Okay, and then they start running after they walk. All right, like so there's a process happening here. So the changes that you're going to create is going to take time. There's going to be trial and error. It's going to be like 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. But at least there's still always that step forward. Don't be hard on yourselves. Okay. And it's asking you to really be emotionally sensitive with yourself, understand yourself, be patient and kind with yourself. Don't be afraid to go after your wants and your needs. If your viewpoints are different than others, that's okay. Don't be afraid to suggest what you want to do for fun. You want to go for a picnic? Well, then family can all go for a picnic or your friends can. Okay, like try new things though. There's a thing here about getting active. You need to be very active. Watch your health. Okay. But there's also a thing if you are an active person, like you exercise a lot, then the cards are warning you that you're not overindulging in that. You're not over exercising. Okay. It's being respectful towards the body because if you over exercise, then you're going to strain something. Okay. And you're going to have foresight to this. So it's like you'll know. All right. You want a new job? It's there. It may be at a distance though. And if that's the case, it's okay because you'll move towards it down the road. If you need more finances, then this is also saying like don't be afraid to apply for new positions as well. Like if you feel that you don't have the qualities for it, it's the cards are saying, okay, well you're being naive to yourself. You're a lot more valuable than you think. Okay, like some of you could be having parties and stuff like that. Like Tauruses throw really good parties. And when it's saying I am fun, it's talking about clean fun, family hikes together, hikes with your friends together. It's not like drinking and partying type. You know, if it's partying, it's clean partying. Like going to an arcade and having fun at the arcades or something like that if you're younger. You know what I mean? Give yourself time. Don't move too quickly on anything. Come into alignment. Okay? Give yourself time before you make these big decisions so you can see things. But it's asking you, does it emotionally make you happy? Okay? Your emotions do have to be involved in it. Any creative project that you guys got going on or that you want to do if you're a writer or anything like that, okay, well, it's going the card with this card, it's usually a yes, okay? Again, it's going to take effort and time. It's going to take time, hard work, ups and downs, failures, mistakes are going to come along with you getting there. All right, so it's to see things from a different perspective. There's something about seeing here. Pay attention to what you're seeing. There's something about messages coming towards you, so don't let messages emotionally get you off balance. You are concerned about children here for some of you, though. And with the I am thankful, the judgment, and the Queen of Cups, there's something that you're not seeing clearly, and that's because it's like a... I just got the word microsome. Is that how you pronounce it? I don't know what that means. Nurture yourself with positive words, you guys. Okay, like say to yourself in the morning, I am abundant, I am thankful, I am fun. Okay, those messages are highly important to you. You got to validate yourself. You don't need validation from the outside world. Validation comes from you, not the outside world. Because if it's coming from the outside world, then that's a problem. Okay, that's an ego issue. And ego is healthy. There's a healthy point of ego. All right, you don't want to go over the edge with it. You're going to be given guidance. You have a shaman energy coming through here, and shaman usually is the Virgo energy or Taurus, okay? Because Tauruses are the high priestess. But generally speaking, Virgos, I see as the shamans, and I've been saying that for quite some time now. Usually the magician card comes up or the hermit card. That's when I know a shaman energy is around. But you don't have that card. But I am feeling a shaman energy. They're going to guide you through the maze. Something you're confused about or you're trying to get through? Some sort of answers that you need, and it's creatively. And I see Virgo as the shaman because they're very sensitive towards energy, and they do need to be out in nature. They get clarity when they're out in nature. They're very sensitive, though. Okay, they're highly sensitive. They can sense people looking at them from across the room, and Virgos are even so sensitive that they know when people are sending them bad vibrations or thinking negative thoughts about them, or they're very in tune with energy. So if you have a Virgo around you and they're like giving you a heads up on something, you need to like, if they're saying I got a bad vibe about this, or like that energy is off with that person, okay, trust that. But you definitely, the shaman energy here is you need to be in tune with yourself, and you need to go out in nature. If you have children and you're having problems with your children, okay, I always recommend walking. That's not something that people do after dinner anymore. I mean, in the 60s, they did that stuff. In the 50s, they walked together as a family after dinner. I mean, there wasn't much television and stuff to do. It's important because when you're out in the open, your children will end up issues that are underlining. They'll end up openly speaking about it because you're having fun. And when you're in the moment, things just happen and they flow. And that's what you want here. You want things to flow. So don't hold things back or in, like let it come out, like let your creativity come out. Okay. There's something in here, and somebody else just got this in their reading about it's like it's the same things. It was weird in their reading. There's something that's not dead yet. Like it's like in the other person's reading, it was like I was getting the cat. Okay, there's a story about the cat in the box. Okay, and you don't know whether it's alive or dead until you open the box, and it's like something that you intuitively know. Okay, that you somehow got to let go, but you have to open the box in order to know whether it's dead or alive. Okay, so it's like if you want to know something, well then you directly got to ask, because if the cat's alive, you got to feed it, right? And if the cat's dead, then you got to bury it, all right? Because like you could be emotionally off balance because there's something that you're not allowing to die or allowing to grow, and the only way to do that is to find out, and it's either by asking the questions or taking the actions. Okay. All right, you guys, namaste. Yours is longer than everybody else's. Hopefully this helped you out, and I will talk to you next month. Ciao for now.